the universe. 24 hours of music and talk. Radio without limits. That's why people keep coming back for more. That's ubnradio.com.
Drivers, arrive alive this summer season. Always pass the keys to a safe and sober driver. It could save a life. This message from Imperial Groundskeeping Incorporated, serving North Shore, New York with pride for over 25 years. Whether new construction or design, from weekly mowing and fertilizing to walkways, patios, and retaining walls. Call Imperial Groundskeeping Incorporated today. 516-779-1144. That's 516-779-1144. That's Imperial Groundskeeping Incorporated of North Shore, wishing everyone a safe and happy summer season.
Hi, this is Melissa Peterman, and you are listening to The Baub Show on the UBN Network. You lucky bastard.
I'm a survivor.
Here we go. B is for Bob, A is for alright, U is for uncontrollable, B is for bizarre. Celebrating New Year in a world where everyone's focused on the wrong. The Bob Show will tell you exactly what's going on. We keep it positive and that's best to know. So get comfy for the next episode.
And now, here's your host, Bob Merrick.
Good morning. I'm your host, Bob Merrick. How was that?
That was good.
that was really good, Jordan. I didn't know that you needed to be me, but it was good. Good morning, everyone. It is, of course, the 23rd of May. It is. Wow, where does the time go? I'm not even kidding you, though.
Where is May gone?
We say this every morning.
I know, but this has been the fastest month, I feel like.
Fastest month, fastest year.
Yeah.
Like, I can't.
We've been here like a year already. Like, we moved here like next week is when we finally got our place.
Yeah.
It is kind of crazy.
Yeah. I mean, it's so bizarre. Anyways, it is the 23rd of May, 2013, and we are live in Hollywood this morning. And of course, I'm sitting here with my co-host, Dijon, Jeff Schroeder, and the lovely Jordan Lloyd. You want
Pardon me. Would you have any Grey Poupon?
Welcome to the show, guys.
Thank you for
So today we were going to have a great big show with Ryan Cabrera, and Jordan was really excited about that because she has a story about her run-in with Ryan Cabrera. And but Ryan got a gig at the last minute, and so Ryan is going to be on the show on Wednesday. This coming up Wednesday.
I wish I had a gig I could not be here for.
I know. I'm like, what am I going to do? Say, sorry, Ryan, I know that you're going to go get paid a few $100,000 to go do your gig, but, you really promised me. A
promise is a promise.
Promise. Get in here with your
only
guitar.
as good as his word, Ryan. Get in here.
Get in here with your guitar. No, but believe me, it makes me happy because then it's just another reason that I don't have to feel guilty when I ask him to play 10 more songs on his guitar.
Right.
And so Ryan Cabrera was a last minute, 2 days ago canceled, postponed, I should say. And so then yesterday I called up my friends at the band Lustra, and they were all set to go. They were super excited. We started promoting the show last night, and everything was locked and loaded. I got up this morning, and I got a text message from Nick, which thank God I got the text message this morning. They thought that the show was at 9:45 tonight. Like, that they were supposed to be here at the studio at 9:45 tonight.
They're a band,
because, I'm like Wolfman Jack all of a sudden. I'm like, it's the midnight hour with Bob Merrick. Like, I don't know what they were thinking.
They're a band, They want to get it going.
Yeah.
Well, good thing they texted you and they didn't come.
No, I know, or else we'd be sitting here be like, I don't know, they're still not in the green room. I don't know. At least now we know we have nothing to talk about for 2 hours.
Well, no. Now you have someone who's going to talk for 2 hours.
Exactly. I'm really disappointed. I told you to get Jordan some coffee, and you got her some berry juice drink.
I'm telling you, wait till that clock strikes 9:20. We could just take our headphones off and leave and just let her go. Give her like 3 subjects and just let her go.
Y'all wouldn't want me on coffee today, though. I get the shakes, and I didn't eat today, so I had to get a juice instead.
Why didn't you eat?
Because I woke up kind of late, and I slept so good last night. And I hadn't really been sleeping that great. And I think it was because last night we did yoga. And exercised, and like after you exercise, you're just so tired.
Yeah.
And I took a really hot bath. I always take baths, and I was out. So.
It was a good workout.
It was.
What's the latest on the fan situation?
What do you mean? Oh, the fan.
Yeah, we're all concerned about fan death, but I noticed your sinuses are sounding better.
Yeah, I actually feel it's so weird, man. Yoga, it's like I wasn't feeling that great even this week, and then I did yoga yesterday. Like we worked out on Tuesday, felt a little better, but just like sluggish.
He wasn't feeling good yesterday, and I told him, I go, why don't you go do yoga? That might make you feel better. And I was gonna go run a few errands, and then I felt bad because he wasn't gonna go.
So
by
much for
himself.
9:20, 9:08. Go ahead, finish my story.
So I told him, I said, I felt bad because he wouldn't go by himself, and I didn't think Alex was going with him. That's normally his yoga buddy. So, anyways, that's what we should have had on the show today.
Yeah, it was. If we had more time, that would have earned an extra placement. Believe me.
And Jordan drifts down this path. Anyway, so I did yoga, and I felt real good. It felt like it knocked it out of me, and then I was like all full of energy. And last night I'm like, do whatever you want, go shopping. And I was just having a tea while she was doing her thing.
And he was actually, I would go in the shops, and he was actually sitting down and like being so patient and calm. I was like, I love this. I was like, you can go do whatever, just so I could take my time. He was like, oh no, it's fine. And he just got a seat and I was like, this never happened.
Because I feel like I had this like little bug with me all week. I don't know what it was, and I felt like it finally got out. And then this morning I woke up, I was all good. I even put the fan. Well, now getting back to the fan.
That was when it was all about the fan.
Yeah, so I put it on. Last night I couldn't sleep really. I was trying to catch up with Game of Thrones. Again, I had some download problems, so I only watched. I'm up to 6 now. So I was trying to get it back and blah blah blah. I was tossing and turning. I was falling asleep, and then I finally got into it. Then I tried to get some more. And blah, blah, blah. I didn't get it, so I turned the fan on. But I don't mind the fan on, just not in my face. So I turned it like to circulate the air in the room like you're supposed to do, instead of having it fan death in my face.
But we switched places this morning because normally I'm the one that's up real early and all like, hey! And like ready to talk and everything. And he's just like grumpy kind of. And he doesn't talk. Sure. And then this morning it was me. I was him. And we're in the car and he's just talking. I was like, you're talking a lot this morning. He's like, now you know how I feel? He got a good night's
sleep. And I feel like they had bugs on me, Yeah. So I felt good, and I had that burrito this morning,
And he's like, now you know how I feel in the mornings.
Yeah, I'm like, you want to talk about our relationship? How's things going? Well,
I'm sure you...
Jordan, where do you see our relationship going?
Yeah, where do we go? What are we doing? Do you love me still?
He's like, I can't take it. You're driving me crazy. I was driving him crazy yesterday.
Dude, these little hissy fits, like these little attacks of like, stomping her feet. Sometimes, I mean, it's a relationship. What are you gonna do? Anyways, what did you do last night, Bob?
Isn't it funny, Jeff? It seems to me the common denominator is you. Because when Jordan's not here, it's you and I that are constantly going at it.
I know.
And then when Jordan's here, everything's fine between us because you're busy going at it with her. So.
But don't you and your boyfriend, like...
Are we talking about my boyfriend or are we talking about my relationship with Jeff? Because Jeff and I bicker non-stop when this microphone turns on.
I don't care who you are, you're going to bicker with him.
I
don't care who it is. Me and him, when you're not here, me and him, we're constantly bickering. When he's with you, y'all are bickering. When he's with Megan, my best friend, or my brother, he's bickering with anybody. It's Jeff.
I don't know.
But we love him.
Where's Marcus?
But we love him. Yes, exactly.
I have an inner demon.
Today would have been a good day for Marcus. We could have just sat here and got group therapy with Marcus. Except for Marcus would have said...
His head would blow off.
No, he would say, Jordan, I just love you. Oh, Jordan can do no wrong. You know what, Jeff? I just don't think you're being nice enough to Jordan.
See, I think that's a common denominator. Everyone thinks you guys are so sweet, and I'll shoot it straight, brothers and sisters. They're not.
Jordan and I are totally sweet.
Yeah, totally perfect, 100% in every way.
He gets mad because his mom will always stick up for me. And he's like,
My mom, F the planet.
and he's like, oh, she's not. What do you say to your mom sometimes when you get mad? Oh, she's not all sweet.
I say it to everybody.
He gets the wrath to me. I mean, I am a moody person, and I can be.
But see, to be totally fair, that is exactly the same. I'm Jeff in my relationship, and I have that same exact problem because my boyfriend he's just like Jordan. So sweet to everybody.
Oh, so nice.
Everybody loves him. He just seems like he's just, golly gee, like he just seems so sweet and so nice.
I do too.
And it's not, no, trust me, you're me in this situation.
I know, but
because of the fact that nobody realizes, because they're not with him as much, you know what I mean? Like, if you're only with my boyfriend for, a few hours or at a party or something, and it's not to say that he's not genuinely this way, just like you are, but look, every single one of us, even I get cranky. We all know I get cranky. But like my boyfriend has a darkness, and I think people like would be so shocked, especially like he's got terrible road rage. Something happened last night. I don't even remember what it was.
Get in your night a little bit.
No, it was. I think it was. We went to
get your stories in while you can. Man.
Yeah. No, I will. I'm trying to remember what it was that happened. But it was something. Oh, I remember this. There's a perfect example. So yesterday afternoon, Lance Bass was doing his radio show at Rock and Riley's on the Sunset Strip. So they did a big thing, which we got to get to this level. That's all I can tell you. Like Rock and Riley's was basically it's a bar on Sunset. They were essentially closed down. He had two different bands come in. So he had one band for the first hour, and then he had a second band. He had the Veronicas in the second hour. But, it was just like, like they had like 6 microphones. Shannon Elizabeth was co-hosting. Everyone was just sort of there, drinking and eating, having a good time while they hosted the show. It was awesome. We would also need like, Sirius's production budget. But that being said, so we're all there, and my boyfriend's sitting next to me. And it's Sunset Boulevard, and there's a car or a motorcycle or something that drove by that literally like vibrated the building. Like it was so loud. He got so angry, because he gets really angry with loud noises, and he was just so angry at this motorcycle or whoever it was. He's like, I would kill that person if that person lived in my neighborhood. But he truly, it's not just like a funny comment. Like he's not just like, God, that guy's an idiot. It's not like that. He literally gets like, oh, I would just kill that guy. Like
I can't picture that.
I know, and that's the problem. And this is the problem Jeff has. Only I see it because that's part of being in love, and part of being in love with somebody is being able to let your guard down. You let your guard down to where you show all parts of yourself. It's why you're sort of able to fart in front of your partner or whatever. Like do you rip them in front of your partner?
Yeah.
We try not to intentionally. If it does, it's absolutely an accident.
Really?
Yeah.
Like one just sneaks out and you're like, oops.
Yeah. There's more to it than oops, but essentially, yeah. Like it's a
whoa.
Bob's
that's a sharp.
Everything is like blame the dog. But Gus,
really?
For the most, well, just because I think it's, I come from the school of, no, it's not that I don't do it, but it's something you don't do it.
No, I mean you just don't do it. It's like I've never heard my grandma fart ever, or my aunt.
And it's not because I don't. Look, we all know that we do it, but there's the same reason that you don't do it in front of everybody, and I think. And then actually, it's the reverse side of what I'm talking about. So what I'm saying is, when we get around our partners, we sort of like really let our whole self go, and and which is positive on one hand, because that means I really love you and I feel comfortable being around you. But then there's the reverse of that, which is that when we become that way, when we become too comfortable with the person, we stop taking care of ourselves. I mean, like when you think about it, there was a great article. I wish I knew where I could even find it to reference it, but it was a great article that this guy wrote, how he would have redone his first marriage because he saw in hindsight why their marriage dissolved. And when you think about it, when you very first start dating, when you go on a date, especially like the woman always does her makeup, always puts so much care into what she's going to wear on the date, her hair, her makeup, shaving the legs, everything. By the way, so does the guy. The guy goes out of his way to make sure he doesn't fart. He makes sure he makes sure that his underwear is clean. Like all of those things that I mean, like because it's the first date, and dating.
His underwear is clean.
I was trying to be funny.
Out of my way.
But so the idea though is that because you're putting your best foot forward. And that's not to say that's not who you are, but you're putting some care into it, and that becomes the relationship. And then what happens all of a sudden? Now that we're married, the wife never, she walks around.
Shit your pants.
She walks around and
Who cares about those undies now if they're dirty?
Yeah, but she walks around in sweatpants. She never wears makeup. You know what I mean? Yeah, the guy all of a sudden is letting it rip everywhere, and it's like, it's not. I know, but it's not that it's not okay. It's and you two are totally different about it because it actually makes you quite honestly, it's cute because it actually makes you two laugh.
Oh yeah.
But if
a good time fart is.
But if it grossed the other one out, then you're kind of grossing out your partner.
Yeah, when I'm around her brother, I want to punch him in his face. It stinks so bad. Is my mic sound all right?
Yeah.
It sounds like it's I'm blowing up a little bit. But anyways, yeah, it smells so bad. It's like we were going to the airport last time I wanted to jerk the car into the side of the road because it's something weird. Or you turned it down?
I just turned it down.
Sorry.
Because he smelled so bad?
Dude, it smelled so bad. So bad.
I was telling Jeff when I was a kid, my dad, his were terrible. And we go on long road trips, and he would let one, and he wouldn't say anything, and then we'd all smell it and put it on child lock. So we couldn't roll down the window, and we'd all be dying. Oh, but my family, I think I laugh about it because my parents ripped them in front of each other, and we just
well, and like I said, but because every relationship is different. But I think it's kind of like the